Welcome to the Trading Room, Banc de Binary's online education portal for binary options investors. In this video, we'll take a look at Banc de Binary's trading signals, sourced from Trading Central, a global leader in investment research. If you are new to investing, these signals may appear daunting at first. However, by the end of this video, you will have a general understanding of technical analysis and the knowledge you need to use this powerful trading tool effectively. So let's start with the basics of technical analysis. Unlike fundamental analysis, which utilizes real-world information such as earnings reports, geopolitical events, and economic data to determine the true value of an asset within a market, technical analysis is concerned only with the price itself. And technical analysis is based on three assumptions. Number one, that everything that has affected or could affect the price of an asset is already reflected in the asset's price. This includes fundamental data, market psychology, fear and optimism, and everything else that can be analyzed is already priced into every asset at any given moment. And all that remains to be studied is price movement itself. Number two, that once a price trend has been established, it is likely to continue in the same direction. And number three, that history repeats itself, as investors tend to react in the same way when confronted by similar market events. So, let's take another look at the trading signal and break it down into its component parts. The first thing we'll see is price, past and current, which is displayed on a chart as either a series of candlesticks, a fluctuating line, or in this case as bars. As I said earlier, once a price trend has been established, it is likely to continue in the same direction. So the next element of the signal we should look at is the trend line. An uptrend is defined by a series of higher highs followed by higher lows, like this. And a downtrend is the opposite, lower highs followed by lower lows. An old maxim for traders is the trend is your friend. So you need convincing evidence before you trade against it. That evidence can sometimes be found in areas of traditional support and resistance. Support levels are areas on a chart where the price has bounced back after a decline, shown here in red. And resistance levels show when a price has reversed following an increase, displayed here in green. Once we understand where areas of possible support and resistance lie, it's time to take a look at Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands are lines plotted 2 standard deviations above and below a simple moving average. More on that in a moment, and can be interpreted as nonlinear support and resistance lines. They also alert traders to price volatility. The further apart the bands, the more volatile the price, as we can see here. Displayed underneath the main chart are 2 indicators that are concerned solely with price. The first one, shown here in red, is a moving average. A moving average plots the average value of an asset over a given period of time and irons out short-term volatility, allowing investors to see long-term trends more clearly. Trading Central uses a 9-period moving average, so on a 15-minute chart like this one, the moving average is the average price of the dollar-yen every 2 hours and 15 minutes. The blue line shows the RSI, or Relative Strength Index. RSI is a measure of recent gains and losses and shows traders whether an asset has been overbought or oversold. RSI runs from 0 to 100. When the RSI of an asset breaks 70, it is likely that it has been overbought and is heading for a price reversal. An RSI of 30 or less indicates an asset has been undervalued recently and could be ready to rise. Then we come to the most important line of all. Once Trading Central's analysts have looked at recent price, the underlying trend, support, resistance, Bollinger Bands, moving averages, and RSI, they give their prediction for future price movement. Be sure to read the analyst's notes to the left of the chart for precise entry and expiry times. In this case, the signal was generated at 12:49 Central European Time and was valid for 60 minutes and 60 minutes only. Our signals are constantly updated, but be sure to double-check that the expiry of your binary option falls within the signal's validity period. That's all there is to it. Simple and effective trading signals for Banc de Binary and Trading Central. Please share your experience of our trading signals on Banc de Binary's Facebook page. We'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.